Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the UCF Knights taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a... having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Right. Now it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. It's a fumble on the play. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, UCF! And the defense doing work. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. He breaks a tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
Lets it fly. He caught it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coach...
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Quarterback moving. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that run.
Power football with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Knights in the hurry up. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, looking to pass. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. He's got him and they convert. And he's running in the open. 10. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking for a man. It's Sanders. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Snap from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, with so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? And it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he's coming out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Sanders. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. He's looking to throw it. Complete to the right.
It's hard to run a route, get lost near the sidelines, and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On second down, looking again to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the returner will be dragged down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
To throw, it's Jefferson. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Harvey. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On second down, he'll fire. Coming after him. Using his feet to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. When things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of...
He's going up top. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He's looking on the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Back to throw, it's Jefferson. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Harvey. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information he'll gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That pass not closes. He got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Spreads the uprights, it's good. And they go back on top. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bone. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Trying play action. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this.
He's going for the big play. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Out of the end zone. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the... He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weapon.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Getting some heat. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. This is a 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pittman. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tosses it incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gonna run it. It's Harvey. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Knights will hustle to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
They're going to ride this running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bucs. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Montgomery. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns. touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job of taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Coming out with it, it's Montgomery. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
To the air, it's Jefferson. Fires toward the target. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, UCF! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front of the attack.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're trying to get to it.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to get to it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense. goes to offense.
He's inside the 10. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Colorado. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Montgomery. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And they'll take the result of the flag and move the offense back. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away to buy time. Pulls it in. It's Pittman. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting... He's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Now on second down. On the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, it's a nice job on this. Listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that something.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Running for it on fourth down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes a grab and he's dragged down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He'll pull it down. Push down for the tackle.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Knights. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more concerned, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pocket starts to collapse. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They get him down after he makes the catch. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the momentum you need.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Jefferson. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Harvey. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harvey. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This kicker's already 2 for 2 on the night, and he can say good night by knocking it through here. First play of the first possession of OT. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to the big tight end. Got it! And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, UCF! They strike first in overtime. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They're bringing heat. Flushed out of the pocket. They didn't get it, and we'll see if that little bit of aggression comes back to haunt them. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Sanders. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Touchdown, Bucks! Not in the game up, and now an extra point wins it.
Reese, that's 3 for a young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Lines up for the extra point and the win. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This is one of the best games we've called this season, a thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back